Switch runs games more than well enough unless you're an extreme videophile / technophile. The Switch runs games barely well enough if you're not an extreme video game videophile or whatever you want to call it. But if you're a human being with eyes and you walk into Korok Forest, then it's pretty bad. Claw was smoking weed off the cliff with that burst of energy? What? Alright, we're going to very, very slowly make our way to this stupid sword and get this picture and then go talk to that stupid little kid and turn in that quest and then get this stupid Thunder Helm. Someone put uptime in chat, please. So I'm also hoping Tales of the Abyss will come to a home console. Really don't want to have to play that on 3DS. You're either going to have to play it on 3DS or you'll have to buy the original PlayStation 2 version. I highly doubt that Tales of the Abyss will be remastered anytime soon, since it was remastered to 3DS in the past, like, 2 years. So, like, that's just not going to happen. I would love it if it did. Tales of the Abyss is my second favorite Tales game. But, it's just not. I hope Tales of Vesperia, the Japanese version that we never got in America, comes to PS4. That's what I want. Or Switch, even. Because Switch was talking about they were going to get a Tales of game on the console. And, Bandai was talking recently about how, they had a fighting game or something, like Tekken or something, I can't remember, did really well, for sales on the Switch. It wasn't Tekken. What's the Bandai fighting? Street Fighter Bandai? I can't remember. They had a game do really well on the Switch, and then they were talking about they wanted to put more games on the Switch because of how well that one had done. So if they could, like, get Vesperia on the Switch, that would be fantastic. I just need any console that isn't Xbox 360 to have Tales of Vesperia on it. Switch is confirmed to get a Tales game? Yes, that's what I just said. Hoping it's a port of Berseria? I hope it's not. It probably is a port of Berseria, but I hope it's Tales of Vesperia. I'm holding out hope that, honestly, I just want it to be any Tales game that I don't, or not that I don't have, but that I haven't played, which would also be that I don't have. But any game that I haven't played would be great, specifically Tales of Vesperia, because that's the one I wanted to play next, but it's like the most annoying one to try and play. I hate that this guy exists. I missed. There we go. If Vesperia was backwards compatible, I legit would get the option to borrow my Xbox One. If I really need to, I can get it on the Xbox 360 and record it. I just have to buy another power cord for my Xbox 360. My Xbox 360 is gathering dust in my closet. I just lost the power cable to it. Did you know that Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 is getting a port to the Switch has mistake red tape all over it? Dude, I can only imagine how badly that will run, first of all. Second of all, Xenoverse 2 isn't even that good of a game. Wasn't it on PlayStation? Tales of Vesperia had a new version. There was Tales of Vesperia came out on Xbox 360. Then an updated version with another playable character and more stuff like that was released on the PlayStation 3, but it was only released in Japan. So it's only in Japanese. If there was an English version of Vesperia on PS3, you can bet that playthrough would have started on my channel a while ago. Chaos, will you buy the PS5 when it comes out? Yes. What kind of a question is that? Of course I'm going to buy a PS5. That's still way in the distance, though. I actually read an article about that the other day. The CEO said that, or maybe it wasn't the CEO. Someone high up in the PlayStation food chain, in the Sony food chain, said that they do plan on there being a PS5 in the future. They're not just going to, like, do PS4 Pro and keep updating a version of the PS4. There will be a PS5, but it is not currently in the works. Or at least it's going to be a while until they get started on it. Something like that. Hopefully it's not named PS5. It better be named PlayStation 5. I don't want any of this crap that Xbox is doing, like Xbox 360, now the Xbox One, or Nintendo constantly going like, this is the Wii. It's a random word. This is the Wii U. We added U to the end. This is the Switch. Because we've switched from making bad consoles to a good one. PlayStation is a fine name, and the next console should be called the PlayStation 5. There may be a fan translation of the PlayStation 3 version. I saw something about that, but that it was, like, really difficult to do, or it wasn't done yet, or something like that. I don't know. But, I mean, if another option doesn't come up soon, I will definitely find a way to do... Tales of Vesperia is going to be done on my channel at some point. At some point, I'm going to have every single Tales game on my channel, so it will be done eventually. Also, Green Turtle, I don't think I've seen you in chat until now. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you here. Tales of Legendia is good as well. I mean, like, other than Zestiria, I haven't really heard talk of bad Tales games. And even then, Zestiria wasn't horrible. It just wasn't that good. Like, I don't regret playing Zestiria. Zestiria was fun for a while. Would I want to play it again? Probably not. I mean, maybe if I hadn't played it for a long while. But I wouldn't be, It's definitely not, like, on my top... It's, like, at the bottom of my list of favorite Tales games right now, even though I really liked its gameplay. Vi from out of town, Savak. Hey, you, listen to this. Some other Vi I've never met before helped me clean up the trash. And now the water tro is completely back to normal. You told her about the trash, didn't you? Sarkso. Oh, I also got a hydromelon from the lady who cleaned it up. I'll share. It's a Sarsko for caring about me. There you go. Oh yeah, the lady who helped clean gave me some wild berries. So now my field is going to be a wild berry patch. You can come eat the berries anytime you like. It'll be great. Sick. That's done. But I'll eventually play at least every Mothership Tales game. And hopefully all of the the spin-off ones as well. But mainly the Mothership titles is what I'm worried about right now. Now that Berseria is done, I want to get at least 2 more Tales games done before the next one comes out, whenever that'll be. They don't have any information about the next one yet, but I'm sure it's sometime in the future. Hopefully we hear something about it closer to the end of the year or going into 2018. I enjoyed Zestiria, but the incontinuity of the story really let it down. The combat system of Zestiria was amazing, though. Amortization was so good. Honestly, Zestiria might be my favorite. It might be Berseria now, because it just gets better every time. And I also really enjoyed Zillia's combat style, because I loved linking. But Zestiria had a really good gameplay. It's just the story was such a letdown, and story and characters is what I really look for in the Tales of series. And really, the only good characters from Zestiria were, like, Zavid and Edna. You could kind of argue Lila, I guess. Lila was okay. And Rose, maybe. Like, I didn't like Saray, Mikleo, didn't really care for Lila, didn't really care for Rose, didn't really care for Dezel, which made, spoiler alert, made the part where Dezel died, where it was supposed to be, like, get emotions going and all that. I really didn't care. In fact, Dezel dying, after I realized Zavid got to be in the party because Dezel was dead, honestly only kind of made me glad that Dezel died. Because it gave me a better character in the party. There's Tales of Innocence on the DS, but of course it's a fandom. Saray was not good as a main character, I agree. The Vesperia combat system is by far the best. Vesperia is one of those games that I hear, for a lot of people, it's their favorite Tales game. Like, you know, you find fans of the Tales series and they're like, yeah, I really enjoy the games and all that, and then usually, like, there are a couple of games that you hear come up that'll usually be like, yeah, that's my favorite. Tales of Symphonia, Tales of the Abyss, Tales of Xillia, and Tales of Vesperia. Those are the 4 that I hear the most. I played 3 of them. I wasn't a huge fan of Symphonia. I liked, like, half of the cast of Symphonia, but the problem is that the half of the cast I liked came later in the game. But it was overall a pretty fun game. That's one of the ones that's most commonly someone's favorite. That's my best friend's favorite, is Symphonia. Tales of the Abyss is one of the big ones. Probably Tales of the Abyss might be the one I hear the most when people are talking about their favorite, because Luke is a lot of people's favorite characters from Abyss. From Tales in general, I mean. Xillia, from myself and a couple of other people I know, say Xillia is their favorite. That was when, Xillia was when the Tales of series started to get a lot more popularity in the West. Especially because Mila was one of the two main characters. It was the first female protagonist. And I imagine Berseria has a lot of fans now as well. And then Vesperia is the other one that I hear all the time that people are like, yeah, Vesperia is like my favorite or one of my like top 3, so I really want to play it. Around 15k people are voting for it to be backwards compatible. I actually extremely hate Rose because personality doesn't always stick and unreasonable choices and getting Soraya almost killed in a ruin. I didn't really care for Rose either. I didn't like hate her, but she wasn't great. From the ones I played so far, Xillia is definitely my favorite. Lone Wolf Abyss is the one that will run your money for that, because it did for me. Like, Abyss is so close to my favorite, but I like Xillia just a little bit more, mainly because, like, I don't like Annis that much in Abyss, and I love the villains probably more. The only villain that I really loved in Abyss was Ash. The other ones were, like, okay to kind of throw away, but I liked pretty much all of the villains in Xillia, Gaius especially. But yeah, Abyss is my second favorite. It's not that far behind Xillia. These games are starting to confuse me. Never even heard of the Tales series until I found you. The Tales series is great, man. It's so much fun. And there are a couple of games that are on Xbox One, probably? Did Zestiria come out on Xbox One? You should see if there are any Tales games you can play on the consoles you have available to you. Because there are some that are handheld, there are some that are console, etc. The Tales series gets around in that regard. Anyways, you! Give me those snow boots, fool. A traveler swore he saw you in the Gerudo Highlands, so I've been gnawing on my fingernails with worry. I mean, all that talk about the sword was just chit-chat. I didn't think you'd go up there without snow boots. Anyway, are you okay? Feast your eyes. Same Hammerhead, never heard of the Tales of series until I started watching Chaos's vids. Now I love the series. I don't think any of the Tales games have released on Xbox One yet. Was Zestiria only on PS3 and PS4? I didn't know that. And I guess Berseria was as well. Yeah, none have. I have a PS3 still. Zestiria did come out on the PS3, because it came out when it was still, like, next-gen consoles were still relatively new, and games were still releasing on old consoles and new consoles. So PS3, you have access to, like, the best ones. You can play Xillia, you can play Graces. Tales of Graces is another really good one. Mainly, I didn't like the combat as much, but the story and the characters in Graces is great. You can play Graces, Xillia, Xillia 2, and Zestiria. You can play the 12th to the 15th game in the Mothership series. They're all really good. Would recommend. Was the Symphonia remaster released on PS3, or is that on Wii? Or Wii U? I think it was on PS3, so you can also play Symphonia and one of the spin-off games, which was a sequel to Symphonia. Which was Tales of Symphonia Radiant Dawn or something like that? Radiant World? I still need to beat Grace's postgame. So do I. Grace's postgame is like, when I eventually get back to doing postgame stuff again, Grace's postgame is #1 on my list to do. Did you know mobile Tales games called Tales of Rays finally got a system where it was similar to battle systems in the Mothership titles? No, I haven't heard of that Tales of game. I've read all of them before, but I can't keep them all in my head unless I played them. What? It really exists. And you went searching for it without a decent pair of snow boots. I mean, the Gerudo Highlands are unforgiving. I doubt I could survive there, and I'm burly. Who are you? I am a man. Give me the snow boots. Yeah, you did risk your life to fulfill your promise after all. It'd be pretty uncouth of me to drop my end of the bargain. Just a second, I'll take them off. If I switch back to guy clothes in front of this guy, will he freak out? Well, now I'm barefoot. But if you're happy, then I'm happy. And what's more, this whole episode has endeared you even more to me. What? Your cutely greedy side, your sassy, playfully rude side, your unexpectedly tough side. Would you go out with not a chance? I kind of knew you'd say that, but would it have killed you to let me finish the question? I didn't have time. Now, what happens if I, like, get back into my normal outfit? If I do this, you know what? Put on the Hylian hood. Look even awesomer. Wear the dark pants. Put on the dark pants. Yeah. I'm a man. She dumped me. I mean, we were never actually dating, but still it felt like a dumping. Anyway, I'll cherish the time she and I spent together. I hope you get to experience the love that burns as bright. What is wrong with you? You just saw me change in front of you. Hello? This dummy. I'm going to change in front of you nerds and then walk into this place. Hey, how's it going? Don't mind me. I definitely wasn't a Vo just, like, 5 seconds ago. Symphonia Dawn of the New World, and Graces came out on the PS3 in the same collection. The same collection? Are you sure about that? Because the Symphonia collection I bought only had Symphonia and Symphonia Dawn of the New World. I had to buy Graces separately. Was there another collection that came out that I didn't know about? Just think those Gorons are female? Yeah, I pointed that out earlier. Hey, I think I've helped enough of your people. Give me the stupid Thunder Helm. I've heard of your recent actions. You have returned smiles to the faces of my people. On behalf of all Gerudo, I must offer you my heartfelt thanks. Sarkso. You are, from this moment on, a true friend of the Gerudo. Can I stop faking being a woman while I'm in here, then? And if it can help a true friend in need, we will gladly lend you this sacred treasure. Sick. A precious heirloom passed down among the Gerudo. It deflects lightning strikes and is traditionally worn only by the Gerudo chief. I know that you, more than any other, will be able to use this Thunder Helm to its fullest potential. I believe you can unlock the power of Urbosa that lies within. Was Urbosa a chief? I thought that she was just a champion. I didn't think she was also a chief. So I guess we're done with side quests in, You can totally just sneak up from behind and stab a big sword through this and kill the chief so easily. I guess we're done with side quests here. I have so many active right now. Oh, I still have to get this picture of the stall horse. I forgot about that. Get some Goron spice and deliver it to Lester, so I gotta go buy Goron spice. I'm pretty sure I can do that. Gotta go. Okay, so we got a couple of things we can do here. Let's go do this first and turn this in, because I have all the pictures for it. I'm sure about that because that's the collection I bought when I got my PS3. So wait a minute, when you say collection, do you mean that all 3 games were on one disc, or you bought a PS3 that came with Graces and the Symphonia collection? That doesn't make sense. Tales of Xillia 2 on Amazon is like $14, but the first one is $35. Xillia 1 is a better game than Xillia 2. That's why. Also, it depends on who's selling it. Might buy the collection, which is $40. Dude, Tales of Xillia is totally worth getting. I don't care how much they're charging you for it. It's such a good game. All 3 games are on one disc. That's weird. Why would they pair Tales of Graces with Tales of Symphonia and Tales of Symphonia Radiant Dawn? That seems so random. Just because they were all on the PS3, I guess? Like, Tales of Graces has no connection that I'm aware of to either Symphonia game. Oh, well, I mean, more games for one thing is all the better. Did you guys see that lag spike right there? That lag spike was not my recording. That was the game. I've got it right here, man. Here you go. Amazing! It's as if I'm seeing the real thing. This is precisely the evidence I needed to prove that the Leviathans went extinct due to a harsh ice age. Please help my other brothers out in the same way. Okay. I really need to see the Leviathan bones from the Elden region. Here you go. This is wonderful. You drew this? With this, I'll finally... Drew it! I took a picture, man. With this, I'll finally be able to prove that the Leviathans went extinct as a result of a massive volcanic eruption. Please assist my brothers with their research as well. Will do. I must see that the Leviathan skeleton from the Gerudo region. Here you go. I cannot believe my eyes. You are really good at drawing. I'm not... This is not a drawing. With this, I'll finally be able to prove that the Leviathans went extinct due to a catastrophic drought. Yeah.
Oh.
You got pictures of all 3 Leviathan skeletons. Thank you. Here's a reward we agreed upon. Sick. Your pictures will do wonders for our research. Thanks again. Why am I still in this stupid outfit? Alright. That side quest is done. Another one down. Isn't there a Tales game on Switch? Not yet. They've confirmed... Bandai has confirmed that there's going to be one, but they just haven't said which one it's going to be. It's probably going to be a port of Tales of Berseria. I really hope that they're going to surprise us all and be like, yo, you remember the Japanese version of Tales of Vesperia? We got it now. The Symphonia plus Graces combo only came out in Europe. That is even weirder. Like, why? Go buy the bow armor now? No. I don't want to. Alright, let's go and give this picture to this... Ah, it's a freaking Korok! Alright, here we go, guys. Frame City. Here we come. Hope you guys enjoy 20 frames per second. I hate going to the Korok Forest. I wish I didn't have to anymore.